morning of day 2, North South hike. Camp is broken. Everything's packed up. I am cameled up. I don't want to have a water issue like yesterday, although I don't see it happening. I'm not trying for quite the mileage today that I did yesterday, and plus at around the 12-mile mark is when I hit the Golden Pond Visitor Center, which has drinks and snacks and a water station and ample places to just sit and chill. And so I'm gonna take it slow. I'm not in a hurry today at all. I'm taking plenty of water. I got my classic grape drink and a couple of bottles in the bag, and just gonna take our time and hopefully see some cool stuff as we go. And hopefully I didn't sleep great because I have chronic arthritic pain in my right knee that wakes me up, and I had trouble getting to sleep to start with, even though I was exhausted. Somehow managed a decent sleep score on my Fitbit. Don't know how, because I felt like I rolled around all night long. But anyway, we're gonna hit the trail, see what comes next. And goodbye, Sugar Bay. Hello, trail. We're back on the North South. You can tell we had so much water back in the spring. Those are live trees. You can see where this seasonal creek was no doubt a rampage of running water to eat out from underneath those and expose those root balls and lay those trees, 150-year-old trees now. So crazy. We haven't seen that much water since, believe me. Frequently on this north-south trail, you have old forest roads that are incorporated into the trail, and apparently this is a pretty long stretch of one. But when you get into these roads, this is the kind of stuff you get into after the rains. You have to negotiate mud pits, and sometimes they totally cover the road and you have to go into the woods and bushwhack a little bit. But it's nature of the game, you know, when you bring roads into your trail. We're just barely a mile in. Beautiful morning. You can hear all the critters barking and chirping, and sun's out, and it's about 55 degrees. Just a perfect day. Once again, the trail has put me out on the lake. It's actually the very back of Higgins Bay. I've fished this bay with my buddy James Shelton a long time ago. Never seen it from this direction, from the trail. But plodding along. Well, another interesting bridge. This one has a pretty good bow in the middle of it. I hope I'm not the big fat butt that breaks the camel's back. Well, here we go. I'm gonna put the phone away so I can jump if I have to. Pray for me. And somehow I made it. See me a white blaze. So we're going back almost the same direction where we came. It brought me a long way east to get around this creek at a crossing. So let's see where it takes us. This is one of the most enchanting portions of the trail that I've seen. I just love hiking beneath the pines. Just to have that needle cover all over the ground, hardwoods mixed in, but mostly pine here. Make a great place to stealth camp away from everything. Oh yeah, it just keeps going. Lovely, lovely portion of the trail. Well, whatever this was, it was bad. There's major trees all in a line right here. Crazy. Well, hello, little friend. I have met a trail buddy. How about that? Saw another land turtle yesterday. Oh, he's making a getaway. You gonna get over? Go on over here. Here you go. Get off the trail, buddy. It's not like anybody's gonna run over you. I'm the only one I've seen out here. Except for these people out here with this freaking barking dog. I don't know what that's about. On we go. Getting into some hilly country back here, and I'm going way down to that bottom down there. And I got that big ridge in front of me, which is a little bit heartbreaking because I know I'm gonna have to go over it, I reckon. Not certain how they would go around it, so get ready to climb, I suppose. I've been climbing a ridge for a while, and finally topped it, and now I'm out on this old wagon road that runs the top of the ridge. You know, looks like I'm gonna follow that for a ways, so I'm proud to be having a little bit easier walking for a while after, you know, about 300 feet of elevation gain, just clawing my way up. I had to hold on to some trees and stuff, and oh my God, I'm too old for that, but here's praying for a little easier walking down this road back here. Well, this trail is a freaking mess. It's just been a river down through here. It's washed out. It is perilously rocky, as in roll your ankle and bust your tail rocky. So I'm not even making a half mile an hour going through this stuff. So it's really slowing me down. Getting frustrated. I'll be glad we can get down to some flats down here somewhere. It's really cool down through here. This is obviously on an old roadbed, and I mean an ancient roadbed. Look how deep this is. You can just see wagons coming down through here 200 years ago. It's crazy. Really cool. Well, that stump right here next to this creek that I just crossed, Dry Creek, before we head on up this Forest Service road to hit the connector, looks like the perfect place for a break. I'm 2 hours in or so, about 4.65 miles. It's prime time to stop, so just take a breather. Well, this is definitely the PUDs section of the trail. I've seen a couple of mountain biking signs, and for like that first 5 miles, it followed the contour of the water and hugged lowlands and stuff, and it was really nice for hiking. And then all of a sudden somebody got the idea, like, I know, let's make this a mountain biking trail. And now it goes up and down every hill that you come to. Pointless ups and downs, and it's wearing on this old man. The trail brought me right out on the back side of this pretty little bay. We got houseboats out there, and there's a houseboat anchored over there. I'm not sure what bay this is. I'll have to check a map. It's a little one, but pretty view, and a nice cool breeze right off the water too. Well, I'm about 9 miles in for the day, and I've been hiking down in the lake right out there. You can see water. I've been hiking down in these flats for about a mile now, and it has been, oh, it's been a pleasure. They've wound around the bases of the ridges and hills, and it's kind of giving my old dogs a break. So I'm hoping it stays this way for a while. Can't lie, day 2 is getting to me. Probably have about 4 miles to go. I've been consuming an extraordinary amount of water. And I stumbled upon this little, let's see if I can get there, this little stream. And you can see up there in the rocks, it is a spring-fed stream. It is moving water. Nice and fresh, so I filled up my Canuck bag and filtered me a smart water bottle full. First time I've done that in the field, actually. But now I don't have to ration. I like to use my drink mix in there, and I only have my 750 left, 750 milliliters, 3/4 of a liter. So I went ahead and now I've got 3/4 of a liter in the bag. So I got 1.5 liters water, and that should easily get me this next 4 miles, unless, you know, things just definitely don't go as planned. But yeah, my feet hurt. my calluses. I have these callus things on the inside of my big toes. I always have. They're ridiculously thick and large, and they're hurting. My toes are crammed down in the toes of these boots, and the dogs are barking today. We're gonna try to get a little sit down and then go in for the final push. I'll let you know what happens. Well, I'm glad I wasn't the hiker who broke that bridge. And we have to go down and crawl through the rocks to get up here. Just under 3 miles to go. I remember this spot. I came out here with Jacob Henry, Band-Aid, and we hiked it. They hiked this little part of the North South, and we went up that yellow blaze up to the Brush Arbor camp shelter. Got eaten up with chiggers and bugs, and it was the biggest mess. I'm not going that way. I'm going this way. Well, at long last, I'm at the end of trail. Come out here on the trace. I've got to go southbound under that bridge down to the Welcome Center, and we'll wrap things up. On the final leg, walking up the driveway to the Golden Pond Visitor Center. Gonna find a soft drink and a snack. And here we go. Final destination on day 2. The Visitor Center. Hope they're still open. Well, I'm done. It was 1/10 shy of a full 13 miles, 12.9. Not quite sure how that happened. But yeah, it was rough. I don't know, 1,300 feet elevation change. And I guess it's just because my legs are starting as fresh as they used to be. And that combined 30 miles over 2 days was killer. I was wanting to finish the rest of this trail in the next couple of days. I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it off. I might have to recover a bit and try. But anyway, I'm chilling, waiting for my ride to go back and pick up the truck. And that's it, day 2 on the southbound on the North South Trail, Land Between the Lakes National Recreation Area. This is Parsons signing off.